Hello, it is Lisa Furland, and I am the author of We Walk Through the Forest, as well as a few other books. But we're going to talk today about We Walk Through the Forest and a little bit about behind the story and how I have been getting my kids outside playing in nature since they were babies. When we moved to Sweden in 2012, my son was just 9 months old. So he really grew up in the Swedish woods. And we are very fortunate to live so close to nature. And the environment and the culture is very much to let your kids explore and make mistakes and learn almost the hard way. I mean, I think kind of how I grew up in the early 90s in terms of, you fall down, you get hurt, you scrape a knee, and you just kind of move on. And that is very much how the approach is in Sweden as well. So it's kind of like we're raising our kids in a time capsule. The goal of my book, We Walk Through the Forest, was to bring families back outside and help kids discover the wonders all around them. Pause and listen to the birds chirping. Take the time to really explore their environments independently and make these independent discoveries on their own. And then, you see your kids actually make up stories with what they're experiencing, and you can have real conversations around what they see and feel, as well as, teach them about the wonders of the forest. Playing outside in nature is also a great way to connect, their experiences with the seasons. Even if they might be cold, it teaches them to be uncomfortable and that they can actually become comfortable in the cold. We live in Sweden, so good weather is definitely never guaranteed. So we have sturdy clothing and we invest in new boots every year, and new gloves and new hats. And so I think, obviously dress for the weather. And then it makes the whole experience much more enjoyable. Probably my favorite part of the book is when the little girl thinks that she sees a bear, and she's convinced that she sees a bear, and she, sneaks back home and, hides, and her mother doesn't, solve the problem. They problem solve it together. And I think that, she doesn't dismiss the problem either. No, of course, you didn't see a bear. There are no bears in these woods. She pauses and listens to the story that her daughter tells her. And I think that that is what I want for my kids, is that, if they come to me with their story, I will be an active listener, and they can tell me what they saw and what they experienced. So that is my hope for you and your family as you explore nature and the outdoors together, that you have lots of stories in the future, lots of new discoveries, and that you really enjoy being outside together as a family. Thanks so much for your time today and for listening to my story, and I wish you all the best as you go out and explore the woods. Bye now.
We walk through the forest, Tweedledee. Let's look all around. Do you see what I see? It's a cute little birdie that's singing at me, and its song is so sweet. Tweet, tweet, tweet.